This is day 1220. 1220 days since Richard was, the code red escalated and um, abducted, missing, murdered. The cover up. And it was absolutely, today is Black Friday. I hope everybody enjoyed their day shopping or with family. And we continue to get more and more information, connecting more and more people. We have information connecting um, more and more every day. Danae Katzen and Belen Rocha to this case. Absolutely, people connected to this case uh, that are connected with each other. This seems to be a small criminal group that are just up to no good, and yet they all have a part to play. So let's see if I'm on. It's very late again. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Danielle, for coming on. Um, yeah, make sure. Okay, so let's get started. The big thing that we're looking at right now is Felix Valenzuela's activities in the Patrick Crucius case, um, looking to see what El Paso Matters is going to do now that they have requested open records along with us. We have requested open records, and this does not look good for Felix Valenzuela. See, because those open records, we have information, will expose uh, the Patrick Crucius case, which is a Walmart case, that is a botched case. It is. It's a botched case. They had it all perfect. They had it all perfect, and yet it's a botched case. Um, because who were some of the players in that case, and were they connected to the Richard Halliday case? And we believe that, um, our initial thought was that the monies to have proceedings behind the scenes, the monies that were needed to fund those proceedings behind the scenes were covered under the guise of the Patrick Crucius case. And we still believe that too, and absolutely, we still believe that. And it's only the public accounting information that needs to be released that will, uh, expose the truth. And so they need to expose the truth. But now, with the new information that we are getting, it seems like it'll expose more than just the amount of money. Sorry, everybody. I've been with family and um, lots of talking to explain what is going on in Richard's case with the Patrick Crucius Walmart mass shooting case, connected, it seems, more and more to Richard's case. And yesterday was Thanksgiving, and it was a big day because Bob Moore's El Paso Matters um, took a position that was in opposition to Felix Valenzuela, who we believe has been working with Angela Kocherga and Lalani Hart and David Poche to obstruct justice, to tamper with witnesses, to mislead the public in our son's case. A big crime there. And yet, um, this alliance seems to have cracked yesterday with Bob Moore saying, no, we need to show where the monies is, or just have open records. Period. Have open records on all of these proceedings behind the scene that have been under seal, and that is a very, very big deal, because it it really means that the cover up criminal alliance behind the scenes is cracking, and um, that is one more crack in opening up this whole case. And I believe when we open up Richard's case, when that opens up, and that's why there's been such an effort to hide Richard's case, to not report on Richard's case, to cover up information over and over and over again, to tamper with witnesses, to tamper with evidence, to mislead the public. It's because once Richard's case is cracked open, it will also crack open the Patrick Crusius case. And, you think it's slam dunk, but there's some things going on with the Patrick Crusius case that are alleged to have happened, and it involves people that are uh, part of Richard's case. So the two cases are intertwined. It's very clear that it is. And if, what we're getting, if Felix Valenzuela is representing, defending those in Richard's case, while defending Patrick Crusius, that's very interesting. And then, of course, the big evidence, and the what led us to so many people that we haven't really mentioned yet, because all this needs to be turned in. But these addresses, 3509, I hope I'm getting that right, and 3905 Bliss Avenue. Those addresses are very, very important to the people that are involved in both cases. Both cases. So, and as we get closer and closer, you're going to see people try to, I don't know. They want to mislead the public. They want to be nasty. They just want to be nasty because you know why? They don't want the truth to come out. And, if they are just so nasty, if they, think that, uh, uh, I don't know, that we're in Team Find Richard Halliday is doing something wrong, then why don't we expose everything? Why don't we expose everything? Let's get the open records request out there from UTEP. Let's get the open records request out there from El Paso Police Department. Let's get the open records request out there from the JAG, from the judges. Let's get the open records out there from UTEP. Let's get the open records out there from El Paso Matters and Bob Moore. Let's get the open records out there from Major General Clem Coward and Major General James Eisenhower. Let's put it out on the table, and then we would have the truth, where the money is, where the money went to, who the money went to, and who are these people that are connected to people in Richard's case, really? Who are they really? Are they part of contractors for mortuary affairs? Are they FBI informants? Do they work for DHS? Do they work for CPS? Are they El Paso Police Department, Canine Police? Who are these people? Are they investigators? Are they a paralegal for Felix Valenzuela? These are all questions that need to, well, that would be answered if the open records are released. And, so that's all we want is all of these open records released. And then anything that I've said or anybody else has said um, that is right or wrong will be known, right? Will be known. And so that is very, very important. Then also, if you haven't signed the petition yet for this soldier, this active duty soldier that we do not know, um, we do not know him. He did contact us, um, but he absolutely is a witness in this case. He absolutely is Team Find Richard Halliday. Okay. He absolutely, even though we don't know him, there's a lot of people that are Team Find Richard Halliday that we don't know, that have been watching, that have been inspired, that have helped, that in his case, he um, witnessed some things in Richard's case, and they need to have this congressional inquiry, and so that is very, very important. And Veronica Escobar, if she really wants to get the truth out, see, this is the thing. They can smear or whatever, but if they're right, all they would really have to do was get the open records out there. And it seems like they're hiding. They're hiding behind sealed records. That's what they're doing. And we want to get them unsealed and revealed. Unsealed and revealed on all of these fronts. And, then we can judge, right? Then we can be the judge of what happened to Richard and get to the bottom of um, this murder, this murder. And it looks like that there's a lot of illegal drug um, gangs, or, there is a criminal group that were trafficking illegal drugs. So we know that they're into this porn, this child porn. Um, we know that that's really part of the Hart family's, um, I guess, endeavor is for to publish and um, release, uh, download, whatever you want for money, child pornography. And, so that is really, really bad for esprit de corps in the military. It's really bad for the rule of law. It's absolutely against the law. They're trying to make it not against the law, but it is against the law. It needs to stay against the law, in my opinion. So, yeah, so we know that that is going on. We know that there's identity fraud going on. And we also know that there's illegal weapons being trafficked. And this group this group is into it all. Okay, they are into it all and more. And so I just really wanted to come on to say, if you haven't signed the petition, please sign it. It's really important to have a hedge around him because, you know, it seems that he's the one that they are attacking. He's the one that they want to go away. And, and he's not going away. He's there. And, he put in those questions. And, we're very, very grateful because no matter what, those questions need to be answered. and we will have absolutely esprit de corps once again. So that is very, very important. If anyone has any questions, love, thoughts, and prayers for justice. Thank you, Anicia, so much. And thank you, Danielle, so much for your prayers and your love. Um, you'll in the next week, you're going to hear a lot of names that are going to connect Felix Valenzuela with many other people, and the last name of West absolutely is connected, and that could mean Deborah Sarah West, connected to all of this, and also many more, many more. Um, so, yeah, I can only release the names that I know have played a part of, being up to no good. That, um, and the rest of them, let's just see the information coming back. We're still waiting. We're still waiting for our inner circle, um, our institutional support there on Fort Bliss, our the inner circle person to get back and let us know. But we know that there's a plane involved in all of this. There's a pilot involved in all of this. There's a gunsmith involved in all of this. There are illegal weapons involved in all of this. There's a Patrick Crucius Walmart case involved in all of this. The people that were involved with Patrick Crucius' case is involved in this, and it seems to be a political machine, a political hit machine, um, and criminal, right? And maybe that's why they're also political, because they have to manipulate the politics in order to keep their criminal activities going, and without getting the accountability charges for those crimes. So that is really the bottom line here. And as soon as we know more, we have so much evidence, but we need to reveal, unseal and reveal. Unseal and reveal. I think maybe we need a t-shirt that says unseal and reveal, right? And then it doesn't even matter what so-and-so says, or what so-and-so says, or what I say. The information will be right there if we unseal and reveal. But there seems to be lots of sealed files in Richard's case, and even some kind of gag order that is very apparent. And, everything needs to be opened up, unsealed, and revealed. And the reason why it was sealed was to protect those that are involved in both cases, in the Patrick Crucius case and the Richard Halliday case. Because, and this is in my opinion now, it seems that Felix Valenzuela is up to no good in manufacturing evidence, manufacturing witnesses, manufacturing a production in order to manipulate the outcome of legal proceedings. That's what it looks like. And so that's why we need to unseal and reveal. And we have Bob Moore saying the same thing now. And you have to remember, he's not totally willingly uh, saying this. This has been driven. He's been driven to say this, okay? Because we have, uh, the IRS complaints, um, because he is acting one sided like a political attack machine very clearly. So he's been driven by Team Fine Richard Halliday and others. We're just a small entity in all of this. But he has been driven to uh, ask for an unseal and reveal in this case. Now, he has not, in his publication, undid, made a correction, um, write a new article about Richard Halliday's case. He has not done that. He has not apologized to one of our key witnesses for tampering with them, for trying to ruin them. Um, and so that needs to be addressed. That is really, really big, because that has obstructed our son's case. And it's not just our son's case anymore. It's a double case, because our civil rights have been violated. And I think, the Americans have been hoodwinked with everything surrounding Patrick Crucia's case and also Richard Halliday case. So that needs to be all unsealed and revealed. Okay. Are there any shirts for Richard's case? I haven't done t-shirts in a while, but I really believe that a good t-shirt would be unseal and reveal, because why are they hiding things in the Patrick Crucius case? Why are they hiding the money? They can hide the money. It's illegal to hide the accounting of where they spent the money. This is, the American people have paid for it. We want to see where they spent it. Why, only when it's secret. The reason why we even have accounting is so that they have to answer for where the money goes to us. The reason why we even have those documents is so that we can look at them. If they did not have to show us where they spent the money, they wouldn't even need to have an accounting. They could just take the money and do what they want with it, right? They wouldn't even have to answer to anybody. So that's why we mandate that they keep an accounting of where they spend the taxpayers' money. And so they absolutely have to give us Patrick Crucia's case, and they absolutely have to give us Richard Halliday's case. And if payments go to certain witnesses um, that are connected with Richard's case, and they're connected with Patrick Crucia's case, and they show that there is absolutely an alliance between those up to no good in Richard's case, and they're in the Patrick Crucia's case too, that would be, well, we'd have to readjust all the brainwashing that they did to us with the Patrick Crucia's case. And I'm not saying that Patrick Crucius is innocent. We have the video. We have his bullets. We have his weapon. There's the victims. We have, his own confession. So I'm not saying that he is innocent, that he needs to be off the hook or anything like that. He has, 90 life sentences. So absolutely, he is guilty. But the other I think, um, there has been an hypnosis done around the Patrick Crucius case, like what happened with Richard's case. Um, at the very beginning, they were developing Richard's case uh, to be other than reality. Other than reality. It was very, very clear. And we have had to work very, very hard to figure out what is the truth. And, because they just wanted to make out that Richard was a criminal and he left. But that's not the case at all. He was code reded. He was abducted under the guise of an arrest. He was tortured and he was murdered. And there's not a doubt in our minds, in this close knit part of Team Find Richard Halliday, that happened, and that there was a colluded. There was a big group of people, not big, but I should say a fair amount of people that colluded to cover up Richard's case and uh, other information and evidence in Patrick Crucius' case that the public should know. And I think that is um, very easy to prove. You don't have to listen to me, even though I have more information than what I can share with you. But you don't have to believe me. You don't need that extra information. If they would unseal and reveal the Patrick Crucius case and the Richard Halliday case, the money. Let's follow the money, right? Let's follow the money. And let's find out where Crucius, how did he meet these people that are in Richard's case? If the money show that they know each other and they're part of his case, it's yeah, it is just mind blowing. It really is hard to wrap your head around this. But Felix Valenzuela, Angela Kachurga, Leilani Hart, all the roads lead to Leilani Hart, the unreliable convicted criminal. And also, I would say Boleyn is coming into big play here in her connections, her family connections with her dad, Eddie Rocha, with her mom, Isabel Rocha, and Danae Katzen with her mother, Tanya Katzen, and more and more, and their relations together. They have relations together and the roles that they played. Um, all of this is connecting, and it's connecting not just to Richard's case, it's also connecting to the Patrick Crucius case. And that is stunning. That is really stunning. And so that Bob Moore knows, he knows, y'all. And so his call to unseal is, I would say, and in my opinion, it is throwing Felix Valenzuela under the bus. So once they were alliances, now it seems to me that Bob Moore is throwing Felix Valenzuela under the bus. And I think at the end of the day, Felix Valenzuela will be arrested. Um, Not the end of this day, but at the end of whenever we get this break, it's all in God's timing. That Felix Valenzuela will be arrested, and it will be for, in our opinion, for witness tampering, uh, witness intimidation, evidence tampering, um, deleting evidence, um, creating, manufacturing evidence, uh, manufacturing witness testimony and alibis. All of this is, we believe, will come out. So thank you so much. I don't think I've heard about Patrick Crucius. Who is that, and how do you spell it so I can look into his case? Okay, so Patrick Crusius, Crusius, and he was uh, the guilty party um, in the Walmart mass shooting in August of 2019. So I remember when that happened, I called Richard up. He said he was okay, but it was in the Walmart right there in El Paso. Patrick Crucius, he entered in the Walmart and shot his weapon. Now, that case is 4 years old. They have the video, they have the weapon, they have Patrick Crucius, they have his confession, they have the forensics, they have the victims, and it's 4 years going, and they are, you know, on their eighth or ninth prosecutor. One of them is dead. One of them is dead. The latest just resigned. Then they get another one. It is a toxic, toxic case, and it is absolutely intertwined with Richard's case, and that's why Richard's case is so toxic. Um, so that is really the best way that I can put it for right now. And Felix Valenzuela is a defense attorney for Patrick Crucius. And also, we believe for many in our son's case, in proceedings that are going on in secret behind our backs. So that is, and let me address right now, in the next few days, uh, there will be divorce proceedings for Leilani Hart and James Hart. And we are keeping really, we hope it will be all made public. It's very important that we watch that case and go through the information that comes out of that divorce case very, very carefully. And the reason why is because Leilani Hart is a key suspect, along with James Hart is also a suspect in our son's case. And yeah, put that together. When we're talking about Patrick Crucius being intertwined with Richard's case, put that together. And Leilani Hart and James Hart are getting divorced. Their Leilani Hart's notarized criminal confession affidavit is part of Richard's file, part of Richard's case. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't even know it was there. Okay? Until I was notified in January of 2022. That's when I found out. That's when Team Find Richard Halliday found out that Leilani Hart, along with Tavita Nusa, along with Dallas Hart, is involved in Richard's case. And part of that is that criminal complaint affidavit where James Hart is implicated in, incest with Dallas Hart, with the brother, and the sexual assault of a 7-year-old in Leilani Hart's master bedroom by multiple members of her family. As that was her friend's child, an active duty soldier. This was an active duty soldier that this child was sexually assaulted by multiple members of the Hart household. And they also have Hart childcare. So they also, in that information, that notarized affidavit, there are claims of illegal weapons. Illegal weapons. So, this is why these divorce proceedings are so important, because they are key suspects. This is normal for us to look at them. They are key suspects, and they are absolutely up to no good. So that's why that's important. Uh, Danae Katzen is also going to have a hearing soon because of her. Uh, she's not a free woman. She's on probation. So it's a probation meeting. And we're going to keep a close watch on that one. So, yeah, when we are at liberty to say more on more connections, or even about the active duty soldier, maybe he'll come on. Maybe he'll come on here and talk about how that all came to be, that he put in the congressional inquiry. Um, I think that that would be very, very powerful. So maybe we can make that happen. So okay, let me answer more. I wanted to say happy Thanksgiving as well. I've been thinking about you and your family all the holiday. Thank you so, so much. Um, Happy Thanksgiving to you too. We're so grateful. We are so grateful. And I said that yesterday, and I can't say it enough. I really can't. So we're going to get to the bottom of this. It would be powerful. Yes, it would. And he absolutely needs protection because he has gotten retaliation already, and skewing of the narrative. But we have Veronica Escobar's office inquiring with us at the beginning because for some reason she thought that we knew him. But we told her she needed to communicate with him directly, that we do not know him. We did not communicate with him until lately. Until lately, after the retaliation that he received, he did contact us. But I've never talked to him on the phone. And what he told us was really shocking. What he told us was that he was told that Richard Halliday's case is a closed case. And what that means is that um, there somebody, whoever told him, is trying to get him to give up. To if you think something is closed, then you don't go, right? Then you don't go. So it really is a sabotage. Uh, Somebody tried to sabotage Richard's case, preventing witnesses from coming forward. That's what happened there. And so we wrote about that in the journal now, that they are trying to prevent witnesses from coming forward. And this was a good example of that. Wouldn't that be real nice? Yeah, that would be very nice if Richard's case was closed, but it is not closed. Um, they tried to close it, y'all. They did try to close it, but it was because of Team Find Richard Halliday. It was because of all of you watching and sharing, that drove them to have Richard's case opened, and it stays opened. And even though they don't do what they promised at the very beginning, which is put out a PAO announcement every month, they promised us every month they would have a PAO announcement every month on Richard, and they haven't done that at all. So, yeah, if it makes you wonder if they really even care about a missing soldier, about a code red soldier, about a retaliated whistleblower that was murdered. It makes you wonder where their priorities are, and because they're not at getting recruits because of this huge betrayal against Richard is so obvious. So, okay, everyone, thank you so, so much. And I will be back tomorrow, God willing, with more breaking news.